Testing? Sounds good. Hello,
Yes.
everyone. Welcome. Thank you for having us for this homage to Schiller. My name is Paul Isbell. I was a professor of international economics and international relations here at Schiller Madrid campus in the old, well-remembered San Bernardo campus. More fond memories about that place a little bit later. And I taught here for 6 years, maybe 7, from the beginning of the fall of 1993 until the end of the summer term in 1999. 6 or 7 long, great years where I learned most of what I know about the mechanics of world affairs. That's what happens when you have to teach. You learn. So I am joined here by my lovely and brilliant colleague, Christina Pascual-Godoy. She will be accompanying me on violin. I've been asked to mock up some kind of presentation that would pass as a homage to Schiller, our university's namesake, but that would also involve some other poetry and some memories, some comments, some useful things to say. We'll see if we achieve that. Now, Friedrich Schiller, the 18th century German man of letters, one of the giants of German letters. He's the namesake of the university. I've never been quite sure what it was that inspired Dr. Leibrich, your father, Harold, to choose the name. I don't know if you mentioned it in your discussion today, but it would be interesting to hear about that. Perhaps.
I didn't mention the Ode to the Freude, but maybe you say it.
Well, if I don't say it.
Free to all people.
Yes. Well, I don't know that much about Schiller myself. I know where Schiller stood on the literary map. We never really talked much about Schiller. We talked about the institution quite a bit, but not about Friedrich Schiller. I remember one conversation, someone mentioned, wasn't he German? Yes, he must have been. Wasn't he associated with the Nazis? No, I don't think so. Don't think we can do that. In any event, over the years I have picked up a bit. I'll just say a few things, but I should mention that one of our colleagues, former professor at the Heidelberg campus, where is he? Michael Schultz, I believe is his name. He has written, and you will all receive a very nicely produced pamphlet. He's written a nice article on the life, times, and work, thought, visions of Friedrich Schiller, or Friedrich von Schiller, for those who prefer his aristocratic title later in life. So I mentioned a giant of German letters, a writer, a poet, a playwright. Some say the greatest of German playwrights, some say that. A novelist, an essayist, a philosopher, historian, prolific letter writer, one of the lost arts of those days, a contemporary of Voltaire, but a friend and colleague of Goethe as well, associated in his earlier days with the Sturm und Drang movement, and later, we remember in hindsight, as one of the pillars of the imaginative side of German Romanticism. So that's enough, I think. He's known today in one particular way because it was his poem, Ode to Joy, which I will read. I'm going to read you 2 versions of Ode to Joy. It's hard to find an English translation one is satisfied with. But his original poem, Ode to Joy, inspired Beethoven when writing and composing the Ninth Symphony, particularly the way I understand it, the latter part of it. And you will be hearing that music right now, which later became, as we know, the anthem of the European Union. So we're going to start just to remember those beautiful lines of music that will set up the tone.